Yes, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Welcome everyone to another review on Retro Spectrum. I'm Ewan Spence, the person who remembers some of these games in the first time around and are discovering some of them new. So today we're in this strange middle ground. This is not from my first life as a ZX Spectrum fan, which of course runs up to about 1996. Neither is it from my recent rediscovery of the Spectrum and all the delights of the scene while I get ready to do streaming or video recording and game videos, all of that. Indeed, this is a game that comes from 2011. You've seen clips of it, and then I realised when I was putting together all the clips, we haven't actually done a full review of Dingo. Let's fix that right now. Dingo itself popped up on as a free download in 2011 from the team over at Tardis.dk. You'll remember them as the team that also put behind the Speckies, which is a little puzzle game remix of this. This is another arcade game that was very popular but never made the jump over to the Spectrum. My notes are on the other screen. ACG, Ultimate Play the Game. Ooh. That's a name that Spectrum fans recognise, but they never brought Dingo over to the Spectrum. So Sokurah and Tardis.dk have done just that. And I've got to tell you right now, once you've realised it's an ultimate play the game, you realise that the level of difficulty that you have in this game is ridiculously high. You realise that it's incredibly easy to lose lives, but also that I want to keep on playing. I want to do a little bit better. I want to find out exactly what's going on so I can enjoy this game. That's why it's Ultimate Play the Game. It's a pity they never made it. I mean, they could have just lifted all the graphics from Sablewolf and brought it over instead. But anyway, let's have a look through. Keyboard, cursor, joystick, redefine. Start a game. It is up, down, left, right, fire. In this case, our joystick goes down as number 3 because it's a good old Kempston. And we get our instructions on the screen in graphical form. You are a koala bear trying to not be caught. You're trying to grab fruit, and you can throw fruit at the other creatures. So there you go. Now that there, 3 strawberries. We'll come to that in a second. What we've got here is a bright, colourful game grid, and you've got to eat all the fruit. You're not eating the grass or anything, and you have 4 dingoes who are running around the screen trying to stop you eating all the fruit, and they do that by running into you, throwing things, and that's pretty much it. They're fast, they're lethal, and your only defense is to throw a little bit of fruit that you pick up, which will stun them momentarily, or if they've thrown something at you, you can throw the thing at the thing that's being thrown at you to stop the thing thrown at you being thrown at you and actually finishing its throw with a throw from yourself. Good. Get all the fruits level cleared. You get a little bonus. Not quite a cutscene, and we'll come through. The clue there is there. 3 cherries, 1,000 points. So 1, 2, 3 cherries in a row, bonus 1,000 points. 1, 2, and die doesn't get you the bonus points. And that's it. That's Dingo. Burnt through that there to level 2. And it is so packed with one more go goodness. Now thankfully you can press the fire button here just to skip through the guide. Get your breath. Tomatoes. I think they're tomatoes. I'm calling them tomatoes. Mentally I know they're tomatoes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. See, being greedy, they're trying to get the points. Didn't get the third one. Let's just go for the finish. It is really, really fun and fast and hard. I think one of the things is the control. You know, you've got so much zip in your character that a lot of the sort of learning curve in this game is it's not about patterns or strategy or everything. It's working out when you need to change the direction on your control pad, in this case, or joystick or whatever, so you can actually do smooth movements, fast turns, and get everything through that way, because that is the secret to winning the game. Well, I say win the game, it's a level based game, so it just keeps on going and going and going and going, and much like something like, say, Mr. Do, you've got to remember that you can fire a lot of the time. See, I should have fired there instead of trying to run and duck away. My natural instinct in all of these games is always just to get out of the way. It's not to throw fruit at an oncoming fruit, so it negates the fruit throw. And there we just get a little bit stuck and everything. What I found curious is when I put this on a portable machine like the PlayStation Portable, there's just a little bit more responsiveness in that control pad than there is this controller, which is it's good, but you need to have a really good control system on this one to make this work. All in all, this is a game that doesn't look like much. It's it's easy enough to pass this off as another Pac-Man-esque game that was designed in the early 80s of the arcade game, and now of course has been given an update to the Spectrum, as you see there, from 2011 for the first, and then a rework in 2015. It's a free download though, Tardis.dk, so you can all head over after this review and grab it yourself and realise the three key things to remember about this game. One, it's really, really hard. Two, the controls are incredibly sensitive. And three, when you start playing it, it's like Jetpack or the ones like that, which is you're going to die so quickly, but you're going to love getting just a little bit more understanding of the high score system, a little bit greedier, and you just want to get slightly better every single time. It's imperceptible, but having played this now for a good month or two, the high scores are slowly climbing. There's a slow advancement, and it's not one that makes me bored. You could just sit this and play this long playing session, not a problem. Another joke is that I recommend pretty much everything that gets reviewed on the channel, and why not? I'm going to play stuff that I actually enjoy, but this actually is a really strong recommendation from me. You've got to have your eyes over the entire board while it's playing. It's actually easier to play in the PlayStation Portable, I think, because it's got a smaller screen. But you've got to be eyes sharp. You've got to have reactions. You've got to think and change your strategies, and everything on the fly. There's just a lot going on, and yeah, this is Dingo, Tardis.dk, recommended. Go grab it.